Welcome back to my kitchen, friends. You're at that 1870s homestead, and my name's Rachel. And I was in here just getting stuff done, and it was another one of those things. I should be sharing it with you. I debated it. I kind of got going, and I was like, you know what? Let me just share it because somebody out there might appreciate it. So I learned, this is another green tomato idea. I have lots of green tomato ideas, ways to use your end of season green tomatoes. And I happened to be watching, I don't know if it was a recent video or something that had been put out in the past, but it caught my eye, and Miss Lori over at Whippoorwill Holler made a green tomato apple pie. And all the comments I've read on it was like, fooled us, fooled everyone. One of those things that you can get by with. And it was, I guess, there's lots of different variations of this, ways people make mock apple pies, right? You can use your zucchini. There's a soda cracker recipe, all kinds of different recipes. But I was chopping up what I needed for green tomato curry, and I started keeping what looked like nice little green tomato apple pieces. Not a lot of seeds, because I think I want some that, you know, if there's seeds, it's light seeding to make some of this up. So I'm going to share this recipe with you. We're not canning it today. We are not making an apple pie today, but I'm going to tell you how you can make this so you have it ready for a quick, get companies coming over, you need to throw a pie together, and you don't have any apples, but you've got green tomatoes. So let's try it. So I started with, like I said, slicing up my green tomatoes for my curry, and I really don't care if they're like super thin. And then I started seeing some really nice ones that don't have a lot of seeds to them. They're nice and firm and definitely would fool somebody that maybe it was an apple. So I kept a bunch of those aside. And what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be mixing all the ingredients up necessary for an apple pie filling, but then freezing it. And I think I have enough to make 2. So you need either like 6 medium sliced tomatoes or 1.5 to 2 pounds. So I'm measuring out 2 pounds of tomatoes per Ziploc bag. Oops, I don't want to use that yet though. So let me get my 2 pounds of tomatoes in here. All right, so let me get you to the bowl. To this bowl, we are going to add 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. If you have lemons, you could also add a bit of lemon zest. I just don't have any. We're going to add a half a teaspoon of salt. We are going to add a good tablespoon of, because I like a lot of cinnamon. You can definitely use less cinnamon if you want, but we like lots of cinnamon. The recipe that I'm following, I think I found on All Recipes website, or no, it was Spruce Eats, and I kind of looked across different recipes, but they called for half of a teaspoon. That's not enough for us. I'm going to add some cinnamon, or no, excuse me, nutmeg. Maybe 1/8 of a teaspoon or so of nutmeg. Okay. And some sugar, 3/4 cups of sugar. We'll give that a toss. Whoops. Oops, the doggies get one. Doesn't that look great? Already just looks like Granny Smith apples, doesn't it? Alrighty. Now, what else do we need to add? Oh, some tapioca. powder, or you could use cornstarch, or you could use a little flour. I want 2 tablespoons of this. And mix that together. That's just going to act like the thickener when I pull this out of the freezer to cook it. Okay, and then last but not least, a good tablespoon of butter. Now, I'm not going to be picky about making sure that that's mixed in. I'm just going to dump this now in a freezer bag. And that's 1 pie filling made. My goodness, scraped out of there. Don't want to leave any of that behind. Now I'm already thinking, who can I play this trick on and see if it really works? Tastes so good. I'm just rolling it up to squeeze the air out. If you have a vacuum sealer, you could certainly use that if you wanted to. So I'm just rolling it up to squeeze the air out really good. All right, there is 1 apple pie filling with green tomatoes. While I'm mixing this last one together, let me tell you how I plan on using it out of the freezer, hopefully. Huge caveat there. Hopefully I remember to take it out in time, that it has time to thaw in the fridge. Because I don't think I would want to like defrost it in the microwave or anything, just in case. But take it out of the freezer in time for it to thaw, and then put it in my stove pot and cook it just as you would an apple pie filling till it thickens up nicely. And then you can do it like a crumble, where you just put your apple pie filling in a pan and put a crumble topping on it. You could put it in an actual pie crust and, double stack that pie crust on top, or do a French crumb topping, or just leave it open-faced and serve it with ice cream. You could even probably then take this and put it as a filling in a cake. So lots of different ways to use it and incorporate it as an absolutely delicious apple pie filling. So let me get this other bag up. I really wish I had thought of this when I had more apples, it smells like Todd just walked in here. He's like, that smells so good, because it really does smell just like apple pie filling. But honestly, we just don't eat a lot of desserts. Like, I feel like I do, but we really don't make, I guess, a lot of desserts. And this will be probably a good Thanksgiving treat, and maybe something early next year for a special gathering. So anyway, I just wanted to share with you, and if you want to see the apple pie actually being made on a video, definitely go check out Miss Lori over at Whippoorwill Holler. Oh, and I don't know that her recipe is exactly what I ended up doing here, but she shows it. They do a live taste test and all, and I tell you what, it sold me that I needed to try it, but I just don't need a pie today. So, and I certainly don't have enough. I mean, I certainly think that you could can this. I just don't have enough to do like a canner's worth. So we are just going to throw this down in the freezer. Oh no, my bag doesn't work. Why? There we go. Throw this down in the freezer, and I will, if I make it in the future, I'll definitely bring a video back of making it. I mean, if I make it, of course I will. I just hope I remember in time to do a video for you guys. So how about that? Okay, thanks guys, and I hope it just inspired you of one more way to use your green tomatoes at the end of the season. But how would you now? Sorry. So while I'm mixing up this next one, Todd, you're gonna kill me on this video.